What's up everyone, Sarah here, and welcome back to Travel Partner Official. Today, we're diving into the wildest way to experience a culture by joining its messiest, most outrageous celebrations. I'm talking about legendary food fights, festivals where entire cities let loose and connect through chaos. These aren't just about making a mess, they're about community, history, and pure joy. From slinging tomatoes in Spain to hurling colored powder in India, these events are raw expressions of culture. They tell stories of rebellion, harvest, and triumph. So if you believe travel is about jumping in, not just watching, you're in the right place. Buckle up. We're about to get our hands dirty. And if you're new here, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Let's get into it. Our journey begins in Buñol, Spain, a small, unassuming town nestled in the heart of the Valencian countryside. But for one day each year, Buñol transforms into the epicenter of one of the world's most unique and exuberant festivals, La Tomatina, the legendary tomato fight that draws visitors from every corner of the globe. Once a year, this peaceful town explodes into a vibrant sea of red as tens of thousands of revelers pack the narrow streets, eagerly awaiting the arrival of trucks loaded with over 120 metric tons of overripe tomatoes. The anticipation is electric, the air thick with excitement and the promise of chaos. The origins of La Tomatina are as wild as the festival itself. It all began in 1945, when a spontaneous food fight broke out during a local parade. No one could have guessed that this playful act of rebellion would spark a tradition that would endure for generations. Authorities tried to stamp it out, banning the event several times in the years that followed. But the people of Buñol refused to let go, gathering in secret and turning their defiance into a joyful annual ritual. Their persistence paid off, and eventually the festival was embraced as a symbol of the town's spirit. Today, La Tomatina is a ticketed, highly organized event, drawing participants from all over the world. Yet, despite the rules and regulations, the wild, untamed spirit of the original food fight still pulses through the crowd. The rules are simple but essential. Squash your tomato before throwing to avoid injuries, and only tomatoes are allowed as ammunition. It's all about fun, safety, and making sure everyone can join in the mayhem. At the sound of the water cannon, the madness begins. For one glorious hour, the streets become a battleground of flying tomatoes. Everyone is fair game, and the town is awash in a river of red juice and laughter. There's no room for ego or rivalry here. Just pure, unfiltered joy. Strangers become friends, united by the shared experience of slipping, sliding, and laughing through the mess. When the final tomato has been thrown and the last laugh echoes through the streets, the entire town comes together for the massive cleanup. Fire trucks hose down the cobblestones, volunteers scrub the walls, and in just a few hours, Buñol is sparkling once again. La Tomatina is more than just a party. It's a living symbol of community, rebellion, and the simple joy of letting go. It's a day when age, nationality, and background melt away, and everyone is united in a single, unforgettable experience. In a world full of rules and routines, La Tomatina offers a rare, sanctioned hour of pure, gleeful anarchy, a chance to break free and embrace the unexpected. So next time you see those red-soaked crowds, remember, it's not just a food fight. It's a celebration of freedom, friendship, and the power of tradition to bring people together in the most unexpected ways. A tradition born from defiance, kept alive by joy, and cherished by all who take part. La Tomatina is an experience you'll never forget. Now to Ivrea, Italy, a picturesque town nestled at the foot of the Alps, where history and legend collide in a most unexpected way. Every year, the Battle of the Oranges transforms Ivrea's quiet streets into a vibrant, chaotic battlefield, one where the ammunition is citrus, not steel. But don't be fooled by the flying fruit. This is no random food fight. It's a carefully choreographed reenactment of a centuries-old revolt, a living memory of the town's defiance against tyranny. According to legend, a courageous miller's daughter named Violetta refused to submit to the cruel demands of a despotic duke. In a bold act of resistance, she struck him down, igniting a spark of rebellion that would change Ivrea forever. Inspired by her bravery, the townspeople rose up, storming the castle gates and overthrowing their oppressor. Today, that spirit of resistance is relived with every orange thrown. Teams of Aransari, orange throwers, on foot, represent the rebellious townsfolk, while helmeted guards on horse-drawn carts play the role of the Duke's men. The air fills with a barrage of oranges, echoing the stones and fury of the original uprising. The oranges, bright and bruising, stand in for the stones once hurled in anger, and, as legend has it, maybe even for the tyrant's own head. For 3 exhilarating days, Ivrea's squares and alleyways become a sticky, pulpy war zone. Hundreds of tons of oranges are launched through the air, splattering walls, costumes, and faces alike. The competition is fierce and highly organized. Each Aransari team has its own colors, chants, and loyal following, fueling a sense of pride and camaraderie that runs deep through generations. Only registered team members can throw oranges. Spectators watch safely from behind protective nets, and anyone wearing the iconic red Barretto Frigio cap is strictly off-limits, a symbol of neutrality and respect. When the final orange has been thrown, the festival concludes with awards, not just for accuracy, but for spirit, teamwork, and the honor shown on the battlefield. For the people of Ivrea, this is more than a festival. It's a cherished tradition, a living connection to their ancestors' fight for freedom, and a celebration of community resilience. Each year, families and friends return to prepare, participate, and pass down the story, ensuring the legend of Violetta and the spirit of rebellion never fade. The Battle of the Oranges is more than spectacle. It's a living tapestry of history, identity, and rebellion, written in citrus, celebrated with pride. It's a tradition that may leave bruises, but its spirit never fades. For those who take part, it's an experience and a memory that's truly unforgettable. Next, we head to India for Holi, the festival of colors, where the ammunition is vibrant powder, not food. This is a celebration that transforms entire cities and villages into living rainbows, where laughter and music fill the air, and every street corner becomes a stage for spontaneous joy. Holi celebrates spring's arrival and the triumph of good over evil, rooted in Hindu mythology. It's a time when families clean their homes, decorate with flowers, and prepare special sweets, all in anticipation of the festivities to come. The night before, bonfires burn away negativity in a ritual called Holika Dahan. People gather around the flames, singing and dancing, symbolically letting go of past grudges and welcoming new beginnings. Then, the real fun begins, Rangwali Holi. As the sun rises, the world explodes in color. Streets, parks, and courtyards become playgrounds for all ages. Streets become a canvas as everyone, regardless of age, caste, or status, joins in, smearing each other with colored powders and water. Strangers become friends in an instant, united by the simple act of play. For a few hours, all barriers dissolve. Everyone is equal, united in joy. The spirit of Holi is infectious, drawing even the shyest into the revelry. The phrase, "Bura na mano Holi hai," don't be offended, it's holy, echoes everywhere. It's a gentle reminder to let go of worries and embrace the moment. The colors themselves have meaning. Red for love, blue for Krishna, yellow for purity, green for new beginnings. Each handful of powder is a wish, a blessing, a story told in color. After the chaos, families gather, share sweets, and reconnect. Traditional treats like gujia and thandai are passed around, and laughter lingers long after the colors have faded. Holi is more than a party. It's a spiritual reset, a celebration of unity, forgiveness, and hope. It's a time to mend relationships, to forgive old hurts, and to look forward with optimism. It's a day to let go, to start fresh, and to see the world, and each other, through a lens of color. The memories made on Holi linger, bright and unforgettable. Holi reminds us that renewal isn't just a season, but a feeling. The colors may wash away, but the sense of togetherness and hope remains. It's a festival you wear, breathe, and become. The spirit of Holi lingers in your heart, long after the last color has settled, and it's pure, brilliant joy, a celebration of life's vibrancy, and a reminder that happiness, like color, is meant to be shared. Back to Spain, to Ibi, where El Zanfarinats turns the Day of the Holy Innocents into a flour and egg battlefield. Married men in mock military uniforms stage a comic coup, imposing absurd laws and fining townsfolk. Refuse to pay? Prepare to be pelted with eggs and flour. All fines go to charity, so the chaos has a cause. The Infarinats, faces dusted white, battle the opposition in the main square, unleashing thousands of eggs and kilos of flour. It's political satire in slapstick form. A day when power is mocked and order is upended. The festival was once banned, but locals revived it, keeping their unique tradition alive. At day's end, power returns to the real mayor, and the town, covered in paste, celebrates with a dance. El Sanfarinats is a reminder that rebellion can be ridiculous, and that laughter is a powerful protest. It's a local secret, fiercely protected. Here, the mess is the message, and the tradition is as sticky as it is meaningful. Only in Ibi. Let's return to Ivrea and dig into the orange's symbolism. Originally, rebels used stones. Oranges came later, making the battle less lethal and more symbolic. Some say the tradition began as a flirtatious exchange, flowers and oranges tossed from balconies, but it evolved into a full-blown war. The orange now stands for the tyrant's head, a symbol of freedom and defiance. Aranceri on foot, unprotected, represent the people's courage, the armored guards on carts, the oppressive regime. The battle is a visual metaphor, the many vulnerable but passionate against the fortified few. There's an unwritten code. No hitting horses or drivers, only the guards. For locals, joining a team is a rite of passage, a link to generations past. The closing ceremonies honor not just skill, but spirit and tradition. The orange is more than fruit. It's a living memory, a declaration of identity. The festival evolves, but its core meaning endures. In Ivrea, history isn't just remembered, it's thrown, caught, and lived. And every year, the story is rewritten in citrus. So there you have it. From tomato-soaked streets to flour-dusted coups, citrus rebellions to Technicolor Joy. These aren't just food fights. They're living stories of rebellion, unity, and joy. They show us that community can be forged in chaos, and tradition can be gloriously messy. Travel is about participation, about jumping in, not just watching. These festivals are reminders that sometimes the best way to connect is to get your hands dirty. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride. If you loved it, subscribe for more adventures. Which festival would you join? Or did we miss your favorite? Drop a comment below. Until next time, stay curious.